Hi guys, Birdman Nom here. More commentaty style video today. I'm talking over some War Thunder, which is a free-to-play version online of the IL-2 Sturmovik game that came out a little while back. So I just wanted to use this video to sort of entertain you while I talk about a couple of things about the channel, maybe just get your opinions. This is basically going to be a comment and let me know sort of video, so your feedback's going to be much appreciated. So yeah, this is War Thunder, as I said. I'm flying around in the Spitfire Mark II. Bit of dogfighting, bit of anti-bomber stuff, so you can check that out as I'm talking. But I'd quite like to get on to like videos I've been putting out and what your thoughts are. First of all, I want to talk about the Feed the Beast videos I put out. They got nice response, and I really enjoy putting them out. And you may have noticed there hasn't been one for quite a while. Now this is mainly down to the fact that I can't seem to be able to connect to the Minecraft subreddit Feed the Beast server. But I think that's going to resolve pretty soon. It's just I think it's an updating issue. So when that does resolve, obviously I'm going to start putting those back out again. They're not gone; they're just on pause. But yeah, you know, if it is something you're interested in seeing, maybe more so, then I could start up a single-player version of Feed the Beast as well. I don't know. Let me. This is a let me know sort of episode. So any comments are much appreciated on these. Especially if you're a sort of keen subscriber and have been here for quite a while. I know quite a few of you are new and maybe confused by some of the stuff I'm talking about. So obviously all my videos can be accessed from the channel. So if you want to check out any of the stuff I talk about, head on over there. Also want to talk about KSP. I should stop banging the table and get big thumps. KSP has made a bit of a recurrence. I made 2 videos in getting people to the moon. Again, just check them out if you haven't. I'll put links to all this stuff in the description to make it easier for you guys. But yeah, that's something I'm interested in starting up again. But I'm really I'm trying to work out what to do in terms of ideas and what you guys are interested in seeing. So whether it be space planes, maybe missions to other planets, or you know, that sort of stuff. So again, let me know, and you know, if KSP is something you're into and maybe you're not so much into my other videos, then let me know that as well, so I can maybe shift focus. I just want to get a general idea for what you guys actually enjoy watching. So yeah, do you want more KSP, and if so, what sort of KSP you're interested in seeing? If you don't care, that's useful to know as well. Obviously I can infer that from the number of people who don't comment. They're not fussed, you know, happy to let me do my thing, and I appreciate that. But I also appreciate your feedback. Trying to stay on topic. You may have also noticed I've been putting out Bird and Ed's Misadventures videos from Herobrine's Return. I've actually finished recording that series, so I've got all the episodes done. I'm just putting them out slowly so that you don't get tired of them. But if sort of adventure map style things, or maybe co-ops with people who I haven't yet introduced on my channel, are something that interests you or entertain you, let me know, because they're interested in doing more, I'm interested in doing more. But it's I've got to sort of assign the time to, you know, put it all together. So yeah, that's something I really enjoyed, and actually I'm getting quite positive feedback on those videos. But it is interesting because it's a more, I think, a less structured me, whether that's for better or worse. There's less, I'm less aware of what's going on, more just playing like I would every day, which I try to do anyway, but I do find myself trying to give myself objectives and topics so that I don't either bore you guys or forget what I'm doing. So yeah, I mean, adventure maps, it's quite hard to find a good one, and one that is short enough or long enough, or, you know, it's sort of a fine balance to ensure that you guys are interested. But I think Herobrine's Return, I mean, hopefully it's entertaining. It's quite a complex one. It uses a lot of command blocks and such the like to be sort of very fancy looking whilst unmodded. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that one. And actually, if you watch the latest episode, the giant fight there is quite fun. Despite me and Ed not having a clue on how to do it, we get the hang of it eventually. That was a close pass. Finally, this is just on the last. I'm going to carry on talking because this match goes on for a bit longer. But on the sort of channel update feedback stuff, I haven't played any vanilla Minecraft, as in plain unmodded, you know, just playing Minecraft for the sake of it for quite a long time now. Now I haven't seen any direct requests to have it back, but I do know my building videos and some of my just play Minecraft videos were popular. So Is that something you're interested in? Should I reboot bird plays or bird builds? If so, what are you interested in seeing? I mean, do you want to see creative builds, or do you want to see tutorial builds? Maybe you want to see, those sorts of builds, but done in a survival way. So it's, like I say, it's really useful to know what you're after. Obviously, I think there's 220 of you or so at the moment, of whom I normally get probably 3 comments a video, which is why I'm sort of asking quite so explicitly for comments, because I just want to use this video as a chance to sort of chat and interact in a way, to get an idea of what's going on. But obviously, if you're not the sort of person who wants to comment and you're happy just sitting and watching videos, then that's also fine. I don't I'm not demanding a comment. I'm sort of saying they're useful for me, especially in this sort of video where I'm hopefully going to use it to sort of tailor my material to suit you guys better. So that's about it on the sort of channel updating stuff. You might have noticed the Spitfire Mark II. If you know War Thunder, I'll put the website down below so you can check it out and download it if you want to play it. But if you know it, you'll know that the Spitfire Mark II is quite a relatively advanced plane for the Brits. So I have been playing it quite a lot. Now, I didn't think to record it because I don't, I generally stick to, or I only stick to KSP and Minecraft. But if it is something that interests you, I mean, I could try and do, live, recording live stuff with it, or maybe do more commentaries like this. Although the trouble with commentaries like this is I have to have something to talk about. Otherwise, I'm going to go off sort of massive tangent and end up lost as for what to talk about. But it all works out in the end, I think. Hold on, my playback has just started. There we go. That's fine. Simulator games on the whole are something that really interests me, and admittedly they have to be sort of relatively interesting simulator game to provide any kind of entertainment. So I don't particularly want to get or play Euro Truck Simulator. Now that may be a prejudice that's unfair, maybe a fun game, but the idea of driving trucks across Europe doesn't particularly enthrall me. However, World War II simulators, World War II fighter plane simulators are fantastic fun because of the dogfighting. I mean, you hopefully have seen in this video, it's quite an action-packed game. 1 minute you could be shooting someone, and then someone could pull around and start shooting you, and then you've got to get into spirals, try and get on them and start doing that. It's a whole thing, and it's very fun. And equally with KSP, it's a very, very active simulator. I mean, although maybe not strictly the most realistic simulator, it has a lot of physics tied to, tied into it, to try and make it sort of, I guess, as fun as possible. And that's important in a simulator, that it is fun. And I think KSP does that very well. It has a nice balance of difficulty and fun. I introduced a friend to it recently, and he told me about all the stuff he was doing, how he got to the moon, he got stuff in orbit, and then I go, well, you've only had it for 3 days. How have you managed all this? And he goes, oh, it's easy. I just press the fly to moon button. And I go, what do you mean fly to moon button? And of course, it turns out he downloaded the MechJeb mod, which is a mod that sort of installs a autopilot module that you can use to help pilot your spacecraft. Now, I don't have anything against that. In fact, it's quite good if they're beginners and they want to get an idea of the full scale of the game, but maybe aren't able to because they're not able to fly well enough. Now, it's something I considered, but actually I think part of the fun of KSP and part of the challenge is the flying. I mean, not shaking your plane to bits, getting your orbital maneuvers right. I mean, that's a huge part of the game to me. So I've sort of left it unmodded, and that's how I'm going to use it. But it's interesting that that's a whole other aspect to it, that actually you can take out some of the gameplay elements and it's still just as fun to see the satisfaction of launching rockets and getting them places without having to do all the piloting. Sorry, I think I breathed a bit heavy into the mic there. So yeah, simulator games are good fun, and actually quite a few years ago now, I stopped playing The Sims, but The Sims used to be one of my more favourite games. Since The Sims 2, I had most of the expansions and had quite a sort of, I played it quite a lot and big game time sort of thing. So I don't know, it's always been a sort of almost fascination for me to play simulator games. But let me know what you think about simulator games. If you can't be bothered to comment about any of the, that was close past there. If If you can't be bothered to comment about any of the channel update, what videos you'd like to see, let me know what you think about simulator games, just personally, whether you enjoy playing them, or if you think they're boring and pointless or too difficult. Because everyone has different tastes in video games. I mean, I do play first-person shooters. I'm not, and my friends will attest to this, I'm not good at first-person shooters. I play Counter-Strike Go, Global Offensive. I play Battlefield on my Xbox. Although again, it's on Xbox, so I don't particularly want to record that. But I find them fun, but my KDs are not positive. my weapon unlocks take forever. But I don't think you have to be particularly good at games to enjoy the gameplay. I'm also a big fan of sandbox games, not necessarily like simulated sandbox, more like the Grand Theft Autos, the Far Cry's, Red Dead Redemptions, those sort of sandbox where they actually give you a huge degree of freedom whilst giving you stuff to do, so that it's not just like a horse riding simulator in the case of Red Dead Redemption. It's actually a sort of Wild West shoot 'em up at the same time. So yeah, I'm very excited for Grand Theft Auto 5, which I think is coming out this year. I'm going to get that on computer because I think I have to turn the settings down for this when I'm recording because my Fraps doesn't agree with it particularly, but it still looks alright, I think. But yeah, no, I just think games like Grand Theft Auto deserve a computer over a console. There you go, I got most kills and most assists, although I don't think those achievements are particularly accurate because I don't think I actually did. And that is the end of the video. I didn't get a chance to finish my sentence, but thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.